Hi friends of ecomaine. We thought it would be really fun to do a kind of a teaching webinar on a craft. And the craft I'm going to do today is a weaving craft. So you might notice that I've got some nature stuff in here. I've got some colorful sheets of paper. You can use anything from old junk mail to an old calendar to old coloring sheets to things that you go outside and find in nature. Like there's a willow tree on my street. So I got a bunch of willow tree branches. And then in my front yard, there's this really cool bush that has these kind of needly things looking on it. So I grabbed some of those. And what I'm going to need for this craft, you'll see I've got a piece of cardboard. So I've got a piece of blank cardboard right here. Used to be a box of some kind. I had to cut some notches in it. So you're going to need a pair of scissors. And you might see that I've got some yarn there. So I've got some yarn here. It's just an old ball that I picked up in a closet. So you could even use floss in a pinch. You could use sewing string. You can use anything that you want because it's your craft and you get to make it whatever you want. So let's get started. So you're going to take your piece of cardboard, and I recommend cutting little notches, not giant notches all the way down. And you're going to do more than 4, I would say. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side. I'm going to take my yarn, and I call this the ugly side. You can use whatever side you like. So I'm going to put the end of it on the ugly side and then wrap it around so that all the pretty yarn is in the front. You see that? So I keep going until I'm done. You want to make sure you got a couple tails on the back because you don't want to cut it way up here because it might come out. So if you give it a little tail, it's got longer to kind of stay in there. If you wanted, you could even tie these two ends together if you wanted to do that. So now you're ready to go. You've got your blank canvas. You can use anything you'd like from your nature to your strips of old paper. I use some wrapping paper as well as some fun colors of construction paper I had. So I'll start with just one of them. So the goal is to go under and then over, and then under and then over. So you want to keep going under and over until you reach the end. So it's going to look like this, and you can push that all the way down to the ground, to the bottom. And then I'll take, say, a stick. And this one I do over, under, and then over, and then under. So you do the opposite on every part. On every, I broke that one, and that's okay. So anytime you break something, you just try another one. So over, under, until you reach the other side. It is easier to do this on a table, just so you know, but I want to show you what I'm doing. So then I pull that down, and then I'll do, let's say, a piece of wrapping paper, and this one I go under, over, under, over. And so I'm doing the opposite every time, and that way I get that really cool weaving craft look. Just like that. And if you want to do something bulky, like one of these pine things, I recommend going in this way, because if you go in this way, all the needles are going to kind of come off. So I'll go in this way. So this one I'm going to go over, under, just like that. And I'll pick another piece of paper here. And then I'll do the opposite, under, over. So you get the idea. It's really, really easy. It does take a little bit of patience because sometimes it doesn't want to go under, over. So it's just a really fun craft that you can do at home, and it can look like anything that you want it to. It can be any kind of paper, any kind of nature. So this is my finished product. If you want to show us your finished product, feel free to post it on Facebook or Instagram, and you can tag @ecomaine. That's @ecomaine.org. I hope you have fun doing your crafts at home or wherever you are right now, and have a great day.